All right. It says we're live, but we know YouTube and StreamYard lie about that. So it's like 15 seconds. And yes, we're like 3 minutes early. So forgive us, please. So, Shelly, cue the intro.
Well, nobody's in the chat.
I
Is it
know.
because we're here early?
It shows 3 people.
Should we? Somebody say something in the chat. Give us a 2x4.
Mary was the first one here. She was here at 6:54.
Mary Finley.
So it shows 2 people in here right now. With Enos's million subscribers that he's got, you figured there'd be like 1,000 people in here already.
For real.
So.
All right. So welcome back to the Homestead HQ, where we talk about homesteading and preparedness. I am Shelly, and this is...
I'm Jason, and then down below, we've got Enos Zook, the Bluegrass Trapper. Enos.
Hey.
How are you, man? It's been a hot minute, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
What, the last time it's been, Enos turned sideways on us.
Yeah.
We've been having technical difficulties already. So.
Am I good?
Yeah. Just don't move, Enos.
All right. Not gonna push no buttons.
Well, it's been three years since we had him on for a live, something like that.
Yeah, probably something like that. It's been a while.
And the only thing that's happened is we've all got uglier and older, right?
Yeah. More. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I got more gray hair.
I've gotten more gray hair too. I think Shelly's covering hers up.
I don't do anything to mine. I don't color my hair or nothing. So
mine's weird. It's gray down here, but up here it's still kind of whatever.
Mine, if you look at mine and I take my hat off, it's like mostly, I mean, especially when I cut it short, it's like super gray. In another year, I'll be totally white-headed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We got a bunch of people in the chat. What's showing 8 right now? BS is here.
Oh, Rosie's in there. I seen Greg, Rosie. We've got, who else? BS is in here. Miss Sharon is here. Hello, Miss Sharon.
And there's another Greg in there.
Yep.
I don't see the chat, so hey, everyone. Actually, I might be able to see the chat. Yeah, I can.
All right.
But
if you're on your phone, it's going to be super little.
Yeah, it's probably hard to see.
Yeah.
If we get questions coming in, I will definitely pop them up so you can see them.
Yeah. If you got, we'll do. If you got questions for Enos, we'll do some questions here in a minute. So if you want to stick questions in there, stick some questions in, and we'll jump back on those. Enos, Shelly has got a story for us, like a news story. Usually she will tell us a news story, and then we get to comment on it. So she's going to throw the news story out, and I'll let you, since you're the guest, you can comment on it first.
And we actually, this particular news story, we have a plethora of opinions about this whole thing. Okay. So you're just going to have to tell me whether you think it actually happened or not. I don't know. But today at approximately 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, it was like 5:24 or something like that, the Artemis II was launched into outer space to do a moon mission, which I don't think that their intention, it's supposed to be like a 10-day mission. I don't believe their intention is to land on the moon. I think they're going to like go around the moon and come back or something. But I don't know. I haven't read into it a whole lot. I kept hearing orbiting the moon. So that made me believe that they're not intending on landing on the moon, but who knows? So what are your thoughts about that? Do you think that we actually like are going to do that?
I'd say when I see it, I believe it. I don't know nothing. I don't really know much about that kind of stuff, to be honest. But
so it's funny because this girl that I used to go to church with, she used to babysit my kids back when she was a teenager. So I don't know. She's probably in her late 30s now, I guess. I don't know. She lives down in Florida, and she posted a video on Facebook. She was sitting on the beach, and she posted a video of the rocket. She's like 40 miles from where they launched the rocket, and you can see it going up, and like the actual rocket. But I mean, I don't know. And that's Casey. I mean, I know Casey personally, so I don't know.
Yeah, it may be. I don't know. The government. Well, I gotta be careful what words I use. We get kicked off. But we get lied to so much that it's hard to believe anything. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I agree. They lie to us all the time.
I think everybody knows my opinion on it. I guarantee. I mean, the Earth is flat. We have never been to outer space. We can't get past the firmament. They shot that rocket. There was probably no one on the rocket. They shot it off. It landed in the ocean. They're going to go pick it up later under the darkness of night, and then they're going to orbit a sound studio in LA. Is what they're going to be orbiting around. They never did it.
Right.
Miss Sharon calls BS.
Yeah.
And BS says they're only going to orbit the moon and then return, or are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're gonna orbit the Starbucks, and in LA at the Sound Stadium and do that.
Yeah.
Yard Dog says, in my opinion, I don't think we really went the first time. I think we were just flexing our muscles at Russia during that time. Just my opinion.
Yeah. I don't think we ever went to the moon. And honestly, if you want to get deep, I don't think the Challenger blew up. And the Challenger blew up, but it didn't kill the people on there.
Really? You think that they didn't I don't know. That's like one of those memories I have from my childhood. Like I was homesick that day and watched that whole thing.
Yeah.
And that was traumatizing to me as a kid.
Yeah.
What, Enos?
No, yeah, they wanted it to be. They wanted people to remember that and believe it and all that stuff.
Yeah. Those people are still alive. If you go down that rabbit hole, they're living their best life somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah. Go down that rabbit hole sometime. Those people were not on that thing, and it did not kill anybody on the Challenger. They're in witness protection program somewhere, being school teachers and janitors.
Are they in the same town with Elvis?
They probably are. I don't know if Elvis is alive or not. Have you seen that thing? There's supposed to be some Baptist preacher or something that he's Elvis. Have you seen that?
Oh, I gotta look this up.
Oh,
Go ahead. Talk amongst yourself. I gotta see this.
Yeah.
How old would Elvis be if he's alive?
I don't know. But there's a guy that talks just like Elvis and kind of resembles Elvis. And everybody's like, yeah, he's Elvis.
So Elvis was born in 1935. It's 26. So that would make him, 91 or something like that?
Yeah.
January 8th of 1935. So he'd be 91.
Maybe he lied about his birthday.
And I don't know how many years ago this was that this guy was his preacher and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this says Pastor Bob Joyce is Elvis Presley.
See? These are the rabbit holes you go down on TikTok at 2:00 in the morning when you can't sleep.
He doesn't look like Elvis. I gotta see pictures.
We'll never know.
He doesn't look like Elvis.
Yard Dog says, yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole. Look into the Titanic rabbit hole. Yeah. There's another rabbit hole, how they sunk the Titanic, because the people that were on the Titanic were against the central bank. And then whoever it was, Rothschild or one of the big guys canceled going on the Titanic because they were going to sink it on purpose.
Do you guys think this is Elvis? Put in the comments. Do you guys think this is Elvis?
It might be. We never know.
Now I'm not going to play a
know.
video. I guess I need to go listen to him sing. But there's a lot of Elvis impersonators that sing like Elvis.
Yeah.
But are they saying that this maybe this guy had like plastic surgery, but it's Elvis because of his voice?
He might have. Who knows?
Huh. I don't know. I don't think it's Elvis.
Last time we seen Elvis, he was a lot younger, probably too.
Oh. And Miss Sharon says, I also think the aliens are going to be their way of explaining away the rapture. But
yeah,
now,
they've been doing that for a while, Miss Sharon.
Now, wait, that gets on another thing. I don't believe in the rapture.
I don't believe in the rapture either.
And that's going to honkle some people, but I don't believe in the rapture. What that guy, for what Bible was that? The Bible version that they came out with, that guy made the rapture up. I forgot what it was, but there's a guy that it's a version of the Bible that but yeah, he made the rapture up a long time ago.
Well, I mean, there's things that you can pick and choose out of the Bible and come to that conclusion or whatever, but that's, you can pick and choose all kinds of stuff out of the Bible.
Yeah.
Yard Dog says, I think Elvis choked on a banana sandwich while on the toilet.
He might have. Hey, Yard Dog wants to know why he's not seeing other people's chat. Yard Dog, it's because we're streaming on Enos's channel, Enos's Facebook, our Facebook, Shelly's channel, Two Old Crows, and then we're also streaming on my channel, Kentucky Sustainable Living. So we've got 5 different things coming in.
It shows there's 18 people on my end. I don't know if that's just my end or if that's like on.
It only shows 8 on here.
Oh, it shows 18 here, but I can't see them.
So I don't think that this is a discussion that we particularly need to get into. And Miss Sharon, I think that you're probably referring to, Jason and I talking about the rapture. And you're absolutely right. There are a lot of people that believe in it. And I don't have any opinion about that whatsoever either way. My thing is live your life the way the Lord wants you to live your life and love on people and love him and do those commandments and all the rest of that. If there's a rapture, yay. If there's not, yay. It really makes no difference to me whatsoever. But there are a lot of people that will get into a lot of religious arguments about all of that, and I'm just not one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my whole thing. If people want to believe in it, that's fine with me. I'm not going to be like, you're stupid. You believe in the rapture. It's like, bro, you do you. I know most everybody at my church believes in it. I go to a Baptist church. So it's whatever people want to do. Just like some people think you shouldn't eat pork.
I am not one of those people because I love bacon. BS says, I have watched a lot of his videos and it's fun to entertain that he is Elvis. Now I'm super curious. Like I want to go hear him sing. I'm not going to play it on here, but I'm definitely, when I get off of here, I'm going to go listen to some of these videos because I am a huge Elvis fan. I love him.
See, my mom like Elvis. I could care less.
Yard Dog says, I'm not ignoring anybody. I just don't see anybody else. But that's okay. That's fine.
All right.
And then Yard Dog says, tell Miss Sharon I said hi. That's the only one that I see and I know and that I know. Thanks.
All right.
And Miss Sharon says, exactly, Shelly. I agree. Okay. So we don't know. We don't know if we're going up orbiting the moon. We don't know if that's actually happening. Do we really care? Not really. It's not going to stop me from putting my garden in and taking care of my, pigs and all of that.
Hey, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. Hey, Lou. Sorry, Shelly. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're absolutely fine.
Trying to get to there we go. All right. Yard Dog says, yeah, he's Baptist too. So, hey, it was funny. Before we get off on something else, I asked one of the deacons at church one time. I was like, what's your stance on eating pork? I was like, is it, and he goes, I tell you what, he said, if I go to hell for eating bacon, he's like, I'm going to hell because I eat bacon every day. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, that works. So I'm not going to stop eating bacon.
I love me some bacon. So
Yeah.
Coyote Whacker says, what's going on? We trapping on the moon now? Maybe.
Yeah.
What are we going to catch up there? That would be an interesting story.
Yeah. Maybe Bigfoot's really hiding out up there. Maybe that's where he's at.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
They've
another
always said there's a man on the moon, right?
That's another thing. Is Bigfoot real or not? Enos?
No. And the reason I say that, because the trail cameras and stuff that's out there today, I don't think he could. I think he would have done had a slip up somewhere. He would have done got caught on camera.
Yeah, because they're really high def, right? It wouldn't be like the grainy, like the guy going like this.
Yeah, they got live feed, videos, all kind of stuff. And I just think Bigfoot would have screwed up and walked in front of one somewhere.
I will tell you this, he's not in South Central Kentucky, because if he was, Enos would have done found him.
I done caught him by his big toe.
All right, Shelly, yes or no, Bigfoot?
I don't know. That's one of those things that, like, I can remember watching shows about that when I was a kid, and my dad, you know, it was, I don't know if my dad was just being silly or what, but we watched that. Okay, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like fun to entertain that. And I know that William's like, oh yeah, there's Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff. But that's like those, like when I was a kid, Bigfoot was a thing. Bermuda Triangle was a thing. You don't ever hear anything about the Bermuda Triangle now.
And the Loch Ness
Monster. Thought that there would be way more quicksand in the world than there is. I thought that was like a huge danger. That was big when I was a kid. Yeah. Like, what happened to quicksand? So I don't know. That's kind of what I grew up on.
There's a guy that wrote a whole book about Bigfoot in the area, in my area. And he actually has people come out and camp on his place, and he charges them. And they come out and camp out there, seeing
to hunt for him?
hoping that they get to see Bigfoot. And I trapped that place, and the guy that owns the property now told me there's a big rock quarry back there, and he said that's where Bigfoot was supposedly seen in that book. And so I was joking around like I might catch Bigfoot. It's pretty wild country, but I don't think that. The guy says he saw him when he was a kid, scared the heebie-jeebies out of him.
Well,
and there may be stuff out there that's unexplained or whatever, but I don't think it's. I don't know, with trail cameras and all that stuff, I don't think there's anything living out there like that.
Yard Dog said that he'd like to see that video of you releasing Bigfoot from a foot restraint.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd release him.
Right?
I'd shoot him. I'm undecided on it. I don't know if Bigfoot's real or not. I don't know.
There may be stuff out there that we don't see unless we're supposed to see it. I don't know.
All right. Well, Enos, what is the strangest thing you've ever, the strangest thing you have ever caught in a trap and the strangest thing you've ever seen out in the woods?
I've not really seen nothing outrageous or nothing. I'm trying to think.
Or what's the creepiest thing that's happened to you out in the woods?
I'd say one night I was, this is when I was still Amish, and we had some neighbors that it's about 5 miles around the road to get to their house. But we had a trail cut through the woods across two or three properties. And I walked back there in the morning time as daylight. And time got away from me. Before I know it, it was dark and I didn't have no flashlight. And my buddy was like, I'll hitch up the horse and take you home. I was like, no, I can walk. I said, I've walked it 100 times. And I started walking down through there. And most of it, over half of it, it's probably about 3 mile trek, with the shortcut. And I'd say half of it's pretty much all grown up or woods. And I got about less than halfway in there. And every time I was walking, I would hear something walk like beside me at an angle, kind of behind me, but on the side. So I stopped, and sometimes I'd hear it make another step or two, and I'd walk again, and I thought I was freaking myself out because I was like, there's no way. And so I got a stick. I found a stick. It's pitch black dark. I didn't have no flashlight, no lighter, nothing. And but I did find me a stick, and I hollered and like hit a tree and stuff, try to make noise, and it kept doing that. I got all the way up, like there was something following me. I don't know what it was, but there was definitely something following me. And then I finally make it out almost to the field, and I walk out in the field, and there was a deer. I walked right up on a deer. I scared the deer. He blew and scared the crap out of me. But whatever it was behind me, when I got to the field, I took off running, and I ran the rest of the way home. I was a teenager. I don't know what it was, but I say to this day, something other was following me.
Wow.
I don't think it was big, but there was definitely something stalking me. If I'd have had a camera, I could have, you know how sometimes you'll psych yourself out or whatever, thinking that if you're out in the woods, thinking you hear, it wasn't like that. It was something definitely making noise, because I would walk fast and then stop, and it would walk like 3 or 4 steps sometimes before it would stop.
Oh.
So I don't know what it was.
I've heard of stories like that before.
People say they spotted Black Panther. People swore up and down there's a Black Panther in the area, which also don't think it. I mean, we've never seen nothing like that. Like, we don't have no evidence, nothing like that. But it made me wonder, like, what in the heck was following me.
Now, see, I've had that. I've had twice up in Enos, you're in Allen County, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, my uncle's.
But that was in Barron County.
All right.
There ain't no Black Panthers in Barron County.
Well, now, hey, over in Allen County, my uncle's place is over on Squire Lyles Road. You know where that is, Enos?
Yeah, I know exactly where that's at. Dang it.
Yeah.
Burnt my tongue.
I've heard twice when I went out there deer hunting what seems like a lady screaming. And it'll make a hair on,
Probably a bobcat.
It will make a hair on your neck stand up. But they swear up and down. My uncle will swear up and down there's a Black Panther over there on Squire Lyles Road.
I don't know. That's the way it was in the neighborhood I grew up in. People swore up and down there was a Black Panther. There was an Amish guy that was out deer hunting one day, and he was a little slow anyway, but he says it came walking through the woods while he was in the deer stand. I'm like, Why didn't you shoot it? And he said he was scared if he shot it, he would wound it and it would get him. So I don't know.
Well, those boys can't shoot to save their lives, though. So he probably did the right thing.
Yard Dog said, I've always heard Black Panther being in the Appalachians. I've never seen one for myself, though.
Well, all right. We probably need to get, all right. Enos is going to be at our festival. We are having our festival July 17th, 18th, and 19th in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's at the Ag Expo Center. You can get tickets at the website. Miss Sharon will stick the link up in just a minute. But Enos is going to be one of our presenters. Enos is doing a workshop on trapping where you're going to set some traps up and everything, aren't you, Enos?
I was going to do some demos. Basically, start out kind of. There's probably going to be people there that's never trapped or seen traps, so I'll probably explain how they work and maybe quickly go over the ethics of trapping and then how to set traps. And a lot of it too is going to be the audience, depends who's there. Kind of what I want to pick their brain, see what they want to learn about. So
Awesome.
and I will teach whatever most of them want to learn about.
Well, and the nice thing is we're going to have you down on the floor. You're going to be on the dirt arena where you can, pretty much set up a set and stuff like that. Show people how to do it. Talk to everybody about, as far as like the preparedness minded folks and the homestead folks, why trapping would be a good skill for people to have.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I mean it's a good skill to have, not only to protect your livestock, your chickens, your garden, but also it could be a survival skill. If you need to eat, you can eat a lot of that stuff that you catch if you needed to. So it can be a sustainable, as long as there's wildlife around and you know how to catch it. You don't have to be out there hunting every day. You don't have to waste your ammo or whatever. You set traps out there. They hunt while you're at home or doing something else.
Yeah, and that's one of the nice things I like about it is that's one of the reasons I've quit doing so much hunting is I look at it as like, hey, I'm just sitting in this deer stand or sitting in this turkey blind when I could be doing other stuff at my house and I'm growing my food out in the pasture.
Yeah.
They're eating grass. I just got to make sure they got enough grass and enough water out there every day, and I can be doing other stuff. And it's like I sit in a deer stand going, man, I could be building this at the house, or I could be doing this. That's the nice thing about trapping is you set it and it's doing the work for you while you're multitasking pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, and you can also make stuff out of the fur. Like fur hats, coats. If you got enough. If you get good enough with that stuff, you could tan it or have somebody tan it and use it for warmth in a time, let's say shit hit the fan or whatever. You could, trapping is definitely a great tool to manage wildlife and your crops.
Then I could trap it and I can make my loincloth for when I buy my giraffe and ride it around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's that something. I want a giraffe, something awful. So I'm working on getting a giraffe for my house.
That'd be neat.
Just to have it.
Okay, the main reason that we should not let Jason have a giraffe is the whole loincloth thing.
Well, my plan, all right, Enos, the plan is if we're in a shit hit the fan scenario, I'm going to have a loincloth with a spear and I'm going to ride my giraffe down the road and people are going to be like, that dude is totally batshit crazy. We're not messing with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right because you'll be the only one in Bowling Green.
Just to let the world know he is batshit crazy. Just leave him alone. Don't get him to get the loincloth thing going on.
Hey, it's that. It goes back to the whole thing. There's two types of people in this world. The type of people that are scared that they're going to have to fight an intruder naked, and the guys that plan on fighting the intruder naked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm the one that's planning on fighting naked.
Yeah.
So,
gotta have a goal, I guess.
Yeah. He's either going to be scared to death or laugh. So either way, he's going to be thrown off, and I can get a hold of him then. So
yeah.
I'm looking for a picture because I don't think. Go ahead.
Yard Dog said I'd like to attend this. I'm kind of getting into trapping myself. Caught a bobcat this year in the live trap, and live trap and chicken got away. Yard Dog, it's in Bowling. Yeah, hey, it's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Go to the website. You can get your tickets. Enos is going to be doing. We got him set. Like the workshops are going to be like a 2-hour workshop, so we're going to have plenty of time. It's not going to be, a quick 30-minute deal. It's going to be like, hey, you got time to get into the weeds a little bit with us. So, and it's what's some of the ethical stuff as far as with the traps? Because people see it as a lot of people see it as cruel. That's the first thing that it comes out. It's how cruel is it to catch this animal by its foot?
Right. Yeah. People trapping has a bad rap. It used to have a bad rap. It still does have a bad rap. All the animal rights people and all those, but being ethical, I mean, you need to be ethical. You don't need to go out there and set traps. People act like we're out there setting traps, letting stuff starve in those traps. There's laws. You have to set traps every 24 hours in the state of Kentucky. It's not like Alaska where everything gets cold and freezes, but be responsible, set traps, set them where you're not going to catch people's pets, and check them when you're supposed to check them. Check them every day. But that's one thing about trapping is, like, if you're going hunting, you can say, I don't feel like going today, it's raining or whatever. If you got traps set, the ethical thing to do is to go check them. No matter, it doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, whatever. You have to go check the traps. You don't want to make an animal sit there and suffer unnecessarily. I'm sure it's not comfortable sitting there with your foot in a trap, but it doesn't break bones and all that crap like people portray it. People act like we're out there catching stuff with bear traps, big old teeth on them and all that stuff. It's not like that. It just contains and holds that animal till you get there. But another thing is, if the animals don't know that's a trap, they don't know you set it for them. They just realize they're stuck. They get stuck in fences and stuff like that, or different. They die a lot worse ways than being held in a trap for a few hours.
Yeah.
If by diseases and all kind of stuff that kills them real slow. So trapping's actually a lot more humane than probably another way they're going to die if nothing happens to them like that.
I found up on my uncle's place, I found a deer that got caught. Its back legs got caught on a barbed wire fence trying to jump over it, and it died there on the stuff fence. And then, heck, the way some of these boys shoot and deer hunt, heck, I would rather be caught in a foot trap than gut shot, because some of these boys, I mean, they can't hit the broadside of a barn and they just gut shoot a deer, and it runs on off and then dies a slow, painful death.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of I'm surprised still at how many hunters, because that's changing slowly, because some of the big TV hunters and stuff are trapping now, but and they're kind of educating, but some of the hunters think trapping is so cruel, and why don't you just go out there and shoot the coyotes or shoot the bobcats or whatever? But like you said, you have a chance of wounding them too. But as far as being effective and doing predator management, you get a lot more of them by trapping, because you don't have to be out there every day. I've took 20 coyotes off of 50 acres of land in one season in about 2 or 3 weeks, and I would have had to hunt every night, and I would have had to, I'm pretty sure they would have been call shot and stuff by about the third or fourth time.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely more effective.
Well, now what about, Enos, the foothold traps? Let's say you caught the neighbor's dog and you went in there a few hours later, you can let that dog out, and it's going to limp for just a little bit, and then it's going to be fine?
It might limp for a little bit. I have let them out, and they take off running. You can't even tell nothing wrong with them.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can't even tell that they had their foot in the trap. It kind of depends how they get caught, but if you get a nice deep pad catch like you want. I was trapping on a guy's property, and I caught 2 of his dogs, and I called him up, and I was like, hey, I said, I caught your dogs down here. And he was like, well, they'll learn not to do that again. But I turned them loose.
So does he know how you caught them? He knows they got caught in the trap?
Yeah. I had permission to trap there. And I stopped up there a couple of days later to check on them, and neither one of them had the slightest bit of a limp. And that one actually come up to me and was all friendly, because I let it out, and it followed me around on the trap line for a little while before
I think you're a savior.
Run it home. Say what?
They thought you were the savior then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't know I was the butthole and put it there.
Empty pocket trapping. What vendors will be there? Hey, we've got vendors from all different stuff. We've got vendors. Enos is going to be there selling some traps and some furs. We've got guys that make custom knives. Will be there. We've got guys that'll do freeze dried food. We're going to have a coffee vendor, people that make soaps and tinctures, herbal stuff. Shelly, what else? There's pretty much anything to do with homesteading and preparedness. People are going to be there. We're going to have radio. Brian and Susan will be there doing ham radios and your GMRS radios. We're going to be there selling our first aid kits and medical supplies, like the stuff that is behind me, our IFACs, all that kind of stuff.
A lot of handmade stuff, a lot of herbal stuff. Yeah, like Jason said, pretty much anything that's homestead related and preparedness related.
I think we've got an Army surplus guy coming. I've got to check on that, but I'm pretty sure an Army surplus guy will be there. I think there's going to be a guy there selling mobile coops, mobile chicken tractors, possibly.
Hey, Randy's in the house.
What, isn't Randy supposed to be?
He's supposed to be working.
Randy's supposed to be working.
Busted.
Yep.
I want to share this picture real quick.
All right, share the picture. Maybe.
This was from the first festival that we had. Enos came to that festival, and he had my grandson ended up with this. I think you gave this for our benefit auction or something, or a giveaway or something like that. My son-in-law ended up winning this, and my grandson James, oh my God, he lost his mind over this thing. He was like, that is the coolest thing ever. And then you had this hat on your booth, and we ran over there and put the hat on him and took a picture of him with the hat on and then put it back. But this is just like an example of what you're going to see at Enos's booth. I mean, he's just very, very talented and has a lot of cool stuff. So
yeah,
but there will be. So glad that little fella.
He loved it. He had a great time. He was like, "This is the coolest thing ever." He still has it in his room at home.
So, Enos, what are you doing? You told us before we got on here, you're trapping and doing predator management and wildlife removal full time now, right?
Yeah. I do anything from squirrel, raccoon removal, from people's attics, crawl spaces, to they can get in there and do a lot of damage too. Protecting people's gardens, trapping coons, protect sweet corn or whatever it might be, or for killing chickens. Now I also do predator management on livestock farms and hunting leases and hunting properties.
Let me ask you this: Can you set traps to catch moles?
Yeah, you can. They have one out there. It's called the Mole Reaper, and it's supposed to be a good trap.
We get moles all over our property. We'll go out in the front yard, and there's those mounds all through the yard where they're digging and stuff. And we used to have a dog that would dig them up and kill them. Like, he would find them, he could sniff them out, and he would find them. He also liked to kill our livestock, so we had to end up getting rid of the dog. But our other dogs have no interest in getting rid of the moles, and they make me crazy tearing up the yard.
Another thing people do is they gas them out. So they got little pumps made for it, and you put something like carbon monoxide or something other, or whatever it's called. You put a hose in, you open it up, put a hose in there, and you pump it full of gas, and it kills them all underground.
Wow.
And They got
Now,
little.
that seems cruel. I don't know. I think I'd rather trap them, which I don't know. I don't care. I want them to die. I used to let my dog kill it, so whatever. But
They've got little. They look like gummy worm kind of things, but they're poison. You put it down in the hole, and they'll come eat the worm, and it's full of poison.
Yeah.
Yard Dog says that's what kind of sparked my interest. I had to catch a bunch of coons that was killing my chickens and dog-proof traps. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, dog proofs are a great tool because they're very, very simple to use.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Sharon says pepper spray might work. And then Yard Dog says, I think one of the hardest things to trap is an armadillo. Well, not in Kentucky because they go out on the parkway all the time. It's kind of like hitting deer with a minivan.
Oh, yeah.
They're hard on vehicles.
Yeah. Oh, there's something. Shoot, Enos, there's something. Hey, what about snakes? Do you mess with snakes, Enos?
Yeah, I do. I'll remove snakes too.
I didn't know. I didn't know if there was like a line that you're like, oh no, we ain't doing no snakes.
No, I don't do mice, and just because I don't want to fool with that. A lot of times inside people's homes and stuff, which I go in their homes for like attic stuff, but I just don't want to fool with a mouse because a lot of times it involves poisons and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with it. They have so many regulations on all that crap. Like as far as spraying toxins and stuff like that, or even mouse poison or rat poison.
Yeah. I don't know. I deal with the mice. I just set traps out. That or those glue traps. Those glue traps, they're mean as all get out, but I like using them.
They're awful.
Yeah. Snakes are usually pretty easy. The hardest part is finding them. If you get a call and they saw a snake, but you get there, it's already gone.
Yeah.
And just finding a snake. But they make little snake grabbers. You can just grab a hold of them. Or I have grabbed them behind the head with my hand if it was safe to do so. But
Well. Wow.
So are people mainly wanting you to remove like poisonous snakes or just snakes in general because they don't like them?
a lot of people don't like snakes, and they just want them gone.
Right.
But sometimes I have had where there was a snake getting in the chicken pen, actually eating some of the eggs.
Yeah, we had a problem with that. It was like, I think the first year that we were here, we had this big brown snake that was getting into our chicken coop and eating eggs. And he wasn't messing with the chickens. He was just getting in there and eating eggs. And I was like, no, you got to go, dude.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like, I got after him with a stick. And it was funny because the lady that lived next door to us at the time, she was like, don't you mess with them snakes. Every snake she saw, she was like, it's a copperhead. That's a copperhead. You leave that alone. That's a copperhead. And I'm like, it ain't no copperhead. And she was like, no, don't you mess with that snake. And I'm like jabbing it with a stick. I mean, not really hitting it, but kind of ran it out of our chicken coop. And I never saw it again. It probably thought I was crazy and was like, I'm going to leave that lady alone. But she was like, oh my God. And then like a couple days later, she's telling her son, she's like, there's a copperhead in the kitchen. I think it was that snake that Shelly ran out of her chicken coop. And he's like, Mama, there ain't no copperhead in your kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. About the only poisonous snakes we have here are copperheads and water moccasins. There's rattlesnakes in Kentucky, but I've never seen one in Allen County. Which I go to
Eastern Kentucky, aren't they?
I killed a rattlesnake one time, and it was out towards Edmonton, other side of between Edmonton and Burkesville.
Well, that's where I live in Edmonton, like out between Edmonton and Burkesville. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a few timber rattlers out that way.
Yeah, there's timber rattlers up in Butler County and like North Warren County, like Richardsville and stuff. But yeah. I've never seen a rattlesnake down around the southern end of Warren County. So
yeah. I think a lot of people see a water snake and just automatically say it's a water moccasin.
Yeah.
There's another snake that looks similar to a water moccasin. They'll actually try to look like a poisonous snake, even though they're not. They'll try to like make their head shaped diamond and stuff like that to scare stuff off. But I haven't. Today I saw one that I'm pretty sure was a water moccasin, but I wasn't after it. I let it go because it was in the water. I wasn't going in after it. So.
Gotcha. Hey, Enos, tell us the funniest or the wildest story about removing some kind of nuisance animal from somebody's house. I know you got to have a good one.
I haven't been doing it long enough to have too many, but I can't tell this one. The guy might be watching.
Mary's here from Montana.
I think she was the first one that commented.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary.
Empty Pocket Trapping says that Bullitt County and Nelson County have them.
Empty Pockets. I didn't realize he was in Kentucky.
He's going to come to the festival, I think. He's talking, want to know about vendors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. I know who that is. Yeah. I've met him. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The tickets are not going to get any cheaper. So if you want your tickets, today is a good day to get them too. Yeah. Shelly, you want to go over the lineup of who's going to be there while Enos thinks of the best story that he can?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one. I really don't have any real good ones.
If you can't think of one, just lie to us in a minute. We won't know the difference.
Yeah. Most time people are just happy to get whatever it is going. Or I'll get there and they'll be like, we've tried everything. We've set traps. We've done shot at it. We had a guy that had a possum in the garage. This is not really all that funny, but it is kind of, he had a possum in the garage and he was like, it's in there. I know it is. And he said, I done shot the thing 3 or 4 times and there's blood everywhere. And, I need you to ask what I charge to come remove it. So I told him, he's like, come on. So I go over there and I look and look and look. And I had a thermal device and no heat, nothing. I couldn't find anything. And I was like, man, it's not in here. There's no way. It wasn't that big a garage. I was like, there's no possum in here. There's nothing in here that's alive other than us. And so, but I set some traps inside anyway, and I set a couple outside. I was like, if the possum comes back, I'll try to catch him. Well, the next night he calls, and he's like, there's more stuff knocked off of the shelf inside the garage. And the doors were all shut, and I hadn't plugged any holes so that, because I knew there was nothing inside, I was like, I'm going to plug up all the holes so nothing else can come in. I'll catch them outside. And I was like, no, there ain't no way. And he's like, yeah. So I go over there and look. And sure enough, there's some stuff moved around on the shelf. I was starting to think the guy's a little crazy or something because I still went over there and nothing. Couldn't find nothing. I did find some blood where he said he shot it. And so I thought there was a possum in there. So the next day, go back. He calls me the next day. He's like, something was in there again last night and knocked some stuff off the shelves. So I was like, all right, that's it. I'm bringing a camera. And I put a camera in there. And sure enough, there's a dang possum inside the garage. I was like, what the heck? So I go over there and I look for it again. I told him I was coming. Every time I was going over there, I told him, I said, I'll be over there in 15 minutes or whatever. And go over there, there's nothing inside. Then I set some traps on the inside, finally caught the possum, and sure enough, he was wounded. He had shot him. And we got to thinking, and I think I know what happened. Every time I told him I was coming to look inside the garage, he had a couple old vehicles in there that he didn't drive. He would back them outside to give me more room to inspect the garage.
Yeah.
And the possum was getting out?
that dang possum had to be hiding inside the frame or somewhere. And when he would move it out, he would move the possum out with it. Pull back in, dang possum's in there at nighttime. When it got dark, he would get out and climb around on the shelf.
That's hilarious.
Jeez.
So,
I had a friend right after we moved to Kentucky. So this was like back in the 90s. We moved to Tompkinsville, and her husband lived in a single wide trailer. And so, and it was an older trailer. And so her husband was at work. He was a truck driver, and he was gone. And they had some problems with some possums getting under their trailer. And so John, the husband, he puts it was a handgun, and I don't know what this stuff is called, but I think it was like birdshot or something like that he put into this gun. And so when they would see the possum, they'd shoot at the possum with this stuff, and just to get it to go away. And so he was gone. Michelle hears noise in their bathroom. And you know how those vanities in a trailer, how, they kind of like they're kind of big, but not really well built or whatever.
yeah.
She goes in there and opens the door to the vanity, and this huge possum is on the shelf in the vanity, hissing at her, right? And she slams the door shut, scares the crap out of her. She goes in and gets the gun and shoots she opens the door and just shoots it. John had taken the birdshot out of it and put regular bullets in it. For whatever reason, didn't tell her that he had changed the ammo in the gun. The bullet went through the wall in the back of the vanity. I mean, thank God nobody was in that room behind the wall or whatever. But that possum exploded in that vanity. Like exploded, because she was like so close. I mean, it exploded. And she called me and she's like, "Can you come over?" I mean, she was like tore up, and I go over there and I'm looking the vanity, and I'm like, holy crap. I mean, it looked like a horror movie happened inside of that vanity. It was like, it was horrific. It was, I don't know. I was like, you guys don't have traps or something? Like, what the crap?
Yeah, was it like a shotgun or something?
No, it was a handgun.
Oh.
I mean, she must have been like point blank at this thing, like blew it, like everything just came apart. It was, and I don't know, I didn't at the time. I know more about guns now than I did back then, but I was like, holy crap, that's insane.
Yeah. Good night. All right, Shelly.
Okay, the lineup.
Find people who's going to be there.
I've got the whole list. Okay, so speakers. We have Crystal, aka the Doomsday Queen. We have William Bond, the permaculture consultant. He's going to be there. Pat Milichek, which I think that I don't say his name right. I'm not sure. From Soil Savers, he's going to be there. Jacob Peterson from Exodus Knife and Tool. Brittany Baker from Mission Brit. Kayla Lynn from Tactical Response is going to be there. Hoss Boyd from TerraVolt Energy. He's the guy that's coming to talk about solar stuff, right?
Yeah.
We've got Brian and Susan Dudley from S&B Homestead Radio. They're going to be there. Jeff Smith, the Everyday Prepper. Jeff has been at every one of our festivals, and he always has good stuff to talk about, so you'll definitely want to check him out. Erica Anderson and Dylan Searcy from Chronically Healthy are going to be there. If you want to get your health in check, you need to come listen to them. Barbara Sue Kowalski from Kowalski's Mountain is going to be talking about wheat and flour and grinding your own stuff and all of that kind of thing. And then Jeff Banks from Buffalo Spirit Farm. Jeff is actually going to be talking about, I just found out from Jason that he's coming, but he's going to be talking about how to make your own like pills out those capsules and stuff, and making teas and stuff like that. And then our workshops that we have lined up, we've got Mike Adkins, he's going to be doing land navigation. We've got Scott Wiley is going to be doing homestead protection. Sean Terrio is going to be back to talk about digital privacy. Enos is going to be talking about trapping. Dakota Labato is going to be talking about using dogs on your farm. He's going to do some dog training demonstrations and stuff like that. Dana Russell is going to be doing fermentation. If you guys came to our Homestead meetup, you found out how great Dana is at sharing her fermentation knowledge and showing us how to do all that stuff. Mike Key and Kim Breed are setting up a metal forge, and they're going to teach us how to make knives and stuff. I'm super excited about that. Ryan Steva is going to be doing homesteading through permaculture. Mallory Knopp is going to be there teaching microgreens. Suzanne Shires is going to teach us about making a backyard medicine garden. Leslie Gossett is going to be doing tincture making, and she's going to be doing an advanced class. So there's 2 classes going on, and she's going to be doing a foraging walk. So all of the herbal things. Darren is coming back. Darren from Hacks for the Homesteader is going to be, he's back to teach chicken processing. And then his wife, Patty, and I are going to teach rabbit processing. Jane Clark is going to be doing sourdough. Lawrence McCoy is going to be back to do canning. Bruce DeVries coming back to teach us about biochar. Do you guys even know what biochar is or how important it is to have on the homestead? There's so many things that you can use that for. And then Josh Garman, my son-in-law, is going to be teaching winemaking. So you'll want to check it out. We have, if you need skills, we have teachers. So come and learn the skills. Learn to be self-sufficient, not dependent on a system, not dependent on the government. Learn to grow your own food and make your own stuff and trap your own animals and all the things.
Look, Greg New showed up right at the end.
Hey, Greg.
So, Greg,
why does he have a different name? What are these names are kind of weird that have the little...
I don't know why.
What's happening?
I don't know. It's done weird stuff. So sometimes it's at something and then some. I don't know. It's screwed me up, but I finally got it. Most of it figured out.
I've never really seen the numbers at the end like it's been having. That's weird. Is it adding them?
Well, it's if you don't go in and change it. You can go in like. The channel used to be, when I would comment, it used to be Kentucky Sustainable Living 456 to 389 or something, and you can go in there and change it.
Well, even on Randy's, it has like his name is normally it's just his name, but at the end it says B3K.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Weird. YouTube, always to keep you on your toes doing something.
I guess.
Yeah.
You figure you got the algorithm figured out. And then
if you want to know more information about all the speakers and all the workshops and what's being offered, you can go to KentuckySustainableLiving.com. Click on the festival link at the top. It has all of the information. When you click on that page, the very first thing that you're going to see is a link to go buy tickets. So check it out.
Enos, he wants to know if you know Josh
Jurek.
Name don't sound familiar right off the top of my head. There's a good chance that I might. I mean, I don't guess I know him that well because I don't recognize the last name.
Oh, have to go to YouTube studio settings to change it. Huh.
But
see, I changed mine because I'm going to comment on here and then it'll see. Yeah. See, I changed mine.
Yeah, I think I did mine too. I'm just Bluegrass Trapper, I believe.
See, I didn't change mine and it says Two Old Crows Homestead.
All right. Huh. Maybe you're grandfathered in. I don't know.
I guess.
So, all right. That's about all I've got. Enos, you got any other great words of wisdom before we leave?
I don't know about words of wisdom, but y'all come on out and check it out. And we'll talk about all kinds of different trapping scenarios and teach y'all how to catch whatever y'all want to catch.
Catch dinner.
Yeah, catch dinner. Get you some fur to make some stuff out of.
For your loincloths.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Hey, one other thing. We've got a sheep processing class coming up April 11th. If you want in on that, go check it out. It's under what is it, under training on the website, KentuckySustainableLiving.com. Go sign up if you want to learn how to process sheep.
Yeah, that is next Saturday. We're doing a sheep processing class. So if you want to get your ticket for it, get it. It's going to be a good class. I hadn't looked to see what the weather's going to be, but it should be nice. We're going to do it rain or shine, though. We can just pull it in the shop and do it. So, all right, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Get your tickets. And then I will be back on here Friday morning for my morning show at 8 o'clock Friday morning. And if y'all need anything, shoot us an email. There's a way to contact us on the website. Get your tickets. And guys, we appreciate it a bunch. Enos, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And we will see you in July. So, guys, y'all have an amazing night. See you.
Yep.
Bye.